Hello there, my name is Valerie White-Williams, and I would like to welcome you to my brand new channel, Cosmic Splendor. This is a channel I talk about astrology and spirituality as it applies to our daily life. Today I'm going to talk about the nodes, the North Node and the South Node. And previously I talked about the North and South Node as it relates to your personal chart. But today I'm going to talk more about the chart that we're all dealing with right now. It's what I call the astrological weather, where the planets are interacting with our lives today. And I want to give a shout out to Carl Bordeaux. He was an astrologer that I started following on YouTube, and then he also did astrology charts and readings on Facebook. I don't know if he's still doing that now. I actually looked him up so I could give him a shout out because he was a great influence on me on the importance of the nodes, the moon's nodes. And the moon's nodes are basically in opposition and they travel clockwise, unlike the other charts that go counterclockwise. And so the node, we have the South Node and the North Node. And basically the South Node is the stuff that we're clearing out. In the personal chart, the South Node is the lifetimes that we've done before that we feel is comfortable and familiar. But when we go to those old stomping grounds, things don't work out for us because we are not here to do what's familiar and comfortable, but to grow in a different way. And so that's what we're here to do versus going to comfort. And so we're supposed to grow into a new area. That's why we're here. We're here to grow and give and learn. So that's what we do in our personal chart, but we're also dealing with these elements in the cosmic chart that we're all dealing with right now. And I've spoken before about the stellium in Capricorn. Now, Capricorn is cardinal Earth, which is it taking action with the Earth. And we are all going through all this energy through that system. Right now, and I'm going to check my phone, I have this great app that tells me the astrological weather at the time. And I can drop a link to this app when you want to learn. So right now we have the planet of Jupiter, Pluto, and Mars, all in a pretty tight conjunction. So that's some pretty intense energy. Mars takes action. It's want to burst through things. Pluto, let's face it, that's the planet of transformation. Let's burn it all down and bring it back up. And then we have the planet Jupiter, which is opportunity. So we are looking at some very hellacious, crazy times while this whole thing is moving through the sign of Capricorn. So that's going to affect you based on where that affects your chart. But it is very intense. In fact, I could almost show you on this, but it probably wouldn't show because it's incredible. So I'm just going to show this, see if I can get this on the camera right here. See, here we go. Can you see it? There it is, right there. So see all that stuff at the bottom? That's all that energy. And look at it. It's just basically aspecting everything in the chart right now. So here it is, March 25th. We're at the peak of the lockdown. And we've got several weeks of intensity ahead. So buckle your seat belts. We are in for a rough road as we get through all this Capricorn energy. And the Capricorn energy is energy of the governments. It's the creepy energy that wants to control the planet. And Capricorn relates to Saturn. So all the Saturn worship, all this control drama, if you haven't seen the poles of Saturn, that's going to really creep you out because there's pentagrams on the poles on either side. Just Google that, you'll see it. This is not natural. We have been under a hack for millennia, and we are ready to jump out of the prison cells. And this is what the Great Awakening is. So all this energy is breaking out because Mars is intense, Pluto is intense, and Jupiter. That's our opportunity. So we are going to break out of jail. And we did not choose this. Our masters did. So that's what's going on. That energy is going on and it's starting to break out because Saturn has now moved into Aquarius, and eventually all those planets are going to get out of Capricorn and move into Aquarius. Now, the moon's node goes the opposite direction. So the the south node, I should say, has been all glommed up with all this crap, and now it's starting to break free. So it's starting to go to the ends of the early signs of Capricorn. Now, the south node, again, is where we're not supposed to be. That's where we're trying to get away from. But that has been locked up with all this Capricorn energy that it's been hard to break free. And so the north node currently is in the sign of Cancer. Cancer is the sign of the mother and nurturing. It's cardinal water. And the mother takes action to protect her babies and protect them and keep them safe and build a home to take a safe place. Cancer is about protection, taking action to protect and nurture. It's goddess energy. So that's where we're moving to. That's why we're seeing a lot of females coming into places of power. But hopefully they're coming from a feminine perspective, because that's what we need to do. Of course, we need balance between men and women, but there's been a lot of toxic control dramas on our planet in every level, and all levels: government, religion, schooling, medicine. There's all this drama and control, and that control is breaking up. It has to. It's being exposed. That's what's happening right now. So that Cancer is going to tip into Gemini, and because it goes the opposite direction, it's going to go and start at 29 degrees, and then it's going to go backwards in Gemini. And at that point, the south node is going to go into Sagittarius, and that is happening this year. We are going to make that switch. I'm super excited because the north node is going to be right with all my planets, so I'm hopefully going to have a great time there. But what we're going to be doing when we move into the Gemini north node is we're starting to learn, because Gemini is a sign of mutable air, and mutable is the breaking down, shifting around. So we're going to come into this new time of knowledge and breaking out of the control drama of society's drama, because the Sagittarius will be on the south node, and Sagittarius is mutable fire. And mutable fire, now again, all the planets have good and bad, so I'm not saying Sagittarius is bad or Capricorn is bad, but when we're traveling through the system, we're clearing the dark side of those planetary energies. And so the dark side of Sagittarius is, I would say, religious freaks that are just, their religion is the right way. You're going to go to hell if you don't go to believe like me, and this controlling people, or just basically beating them up over the head of, this is what you should do, and if you don't do it, you're going to go to hell, and that's what's going to happen, and this is how we have to be it. And there's a lot of fiery energy, because mutable fire, what is mutable fire? It's a firestorm, okay? So that's what we're starting to have on the south node, is that firestorm. But where we're supposed to focus is going to be opening our minds to the truth and being aware of learning the new things that are going to be exposed when all this control drama is over with. So we're just barely on that nurturing side, and we're letting go of all this control drama in the Saturnalia, and that's what's being exposed. All these people that are worshiping Saturn with their triangles and their one eye and all that stupid stuff, they're being exposed. So they're showing their cards, and the control drama from all those aspects of society is going down. It is. And that's where we're moving to. So for now, we should be focusing on the nurturing energy, taking care of our families, taking care of our children, taking care of our health and our well-being, and get ready for all these things to open up and to expand and grow and learn where we're going next. And it's going to be super exciting. And I super am happy to help you with the mind expansion, because that's what's coming up next. I'm so excited. All right, if you have any questions, please leave them below. And if you like this content, don't be afraid to subscribe and click on the bell, because I love making content for you and helping you understand yourself and our world in a better place. All right, take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye.